Hi everyone, this is Carol Ann with Logan's Crafty Mama. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this stair step card. I went ahead and cut out all like the trees and the house and the fence and stuff, but I'm going to give you the sizes, and then I'm going to try to add the sizes and stuff in the video at the bottom. So you might see a lot of stuff popping up in the bottom, but I'm going to try to not make the sizes interfere with what I'm doing, so you can always see what I'm doing. So this is, I'm going to make it identical to this. I may change the wording. I'm going to give this to our realtor when we close on our house. I think I've got her like a welcome, not a welcome basket, but like a thank you basket with a coffee mug and paper and pens. And I did that for the realtor of our first house, and I want to do it again. They do so much work. A lot of people say, oh, they just find a house, they get the commission. Yeah, but I try to make, my very first realtor, we became very, very good friends, and we're becoming really good friends with this realtor. So I try to make a, an actual friendship out of it, instead of just somebody that's just buying me a house. So finding me a house, not buying me one. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did, show you the cartridges and everything. I've already put all the items together for time, but this may be a long video, so bear with me. I'm going to show you how to actually do the card base first. So what you're going to want is, I got my measurements here so I don't lose them. You're going to want a piece of paper, whatever color you want your base to be, which your base is this, the part that you're building everything off of. So I'm going to do actual craft cardstock, and it's going to be 5 by 10.5. So I'm using a piece of paper that is 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off, and you're just going to do it at 10, and I know you can't see that. You're going to do it at 10.5, so you're only going to cut a little bit off of it by 5. And then you got to get your score tool. And I'm using my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and I'm going to actually raise you up some so you can possibly see my measurements. Then you're going to put your paper down this way, like this, and you're going to start scoring it. You're going to score it at, this is hard to score when you're going to score it at 1 1/4, 2.5, 4 1/4, 6, and 8 1/4. So just like that, and that's all you have to do. Easy peasy. A lot of you guys on my Facebook and stuff were saying there's no way that card's that easy to make. It looks hard. It's not. It's really simple to make. I did not know. I forgot I was zoomed in. Okay, now, it's going to go this way when you're making it. So you want to make sure your back portion here is going down. You want the fold to go up. See what I'm saying? Because you want this part to go down, fold this up, because you want the back to hold it down and you want the front down. So, meaning you want to go that way. And you want to make sure it's scored really well. And then if you went down on that one, you're going the opposite direction. It's like an accordion. That's why when you score it, you want to make sure that you score it really well so you get a good line so you can crease it. And there you go. See, that is all there is to it. That was simple. And just make sure you got a really good score on it. If you want to write something back here, I would go ahead and recommend writing it, because once you decorate it, you're going to be squishing it. So go ahead and stamp it. I'm actually going to make this to keep. I'm going to put it on my my wall of cards. I'm going to put it in my room somewhere, because that was my first one I ever made and I love it. So I'm going to make one just like it and just keep it. So there you go. That's all there is to it, guys. So super easy. Okay, so the next part is I'm going to put the grass here. I'm just using some die cuts with a view spring stack paper. And I'm just going to attach some ATG, and I'm going to attach it here. If you want to ink it, if you want to ink it, go ahead and ink everything. I don't want to ink it. So your first piece that you're going to put here is going to be 4 3/4 long this way by 1 inch. So I'll put that down in the bottom. 4 3/4 long by 1 inch. You're going to want to use some kind of adhesive that you know is going to hold very well. So I just use my ATG. And then just attach it how you want it. You may see my head in here. If you do, I'm sorry. This is going to be probably a little off because I am trying to do it with you guys. I'm trying to, if you saw my video, you know how I work. I'm actually got a tripod in between, centered between my legs. So I'm filming around it. So it's not easy to see. Okay, the second piece that you're seeing me tape right now is 4 3/4 by 1 1/2, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, 4 3/4 by 1 1/2. Let me write that down. I wrote the sizes down, but I actually wrote a half instead of 1 1/2, so it's 1 1/2. And then that piece is just going to go there. Because you don't have to put any on these pieces because you won't see them. Like when it's folded up, so you don't see that. And then this very last piece is 4 3/4 by 2 inches. 4 3/4 or 4 3/4, however you want to say it, by 2 inches. And I had some people say you could change the sizes. You can change whatever you want. If this card is too big for you, you are more than welcome to do whatever you want. This is just how I got the card my size. So that is it, guys. How easy was that? And all you gotta do is decorate it. Super simple. I was not joking when I said it was easy. Okay, now that I got that, I'm going to show you how to decorate it. And I go from the back forward. It's just easier for me. So I cut out some trees here, and I use different color paper because I'm using what I've got, and I didn't have a lot of the same greens. So I'm still using greens and then browns. For my trees here, I got these off of the April Showers Cricut cartridge, which is this Cricut cartridge. It's a, I got it, I don't remember. It's a spring collection. It was a gift to me, and I love it. I cut out, let's see, I cut out, what tree did I cut out? Where is it? I cut out this tree right here. So I cut out the base part green, and then I went back over, if you got the cartridge you'll know what I mean, and I cut it out brown. So there's, you can see what I'm talking about. It's layered. So I cut those out at 3 inches using April Showers. If you will go to, let me see, it used to be CricutSearch.com and they changed it. I think it's MyCutSearch.com. I'll put it right here when I find it. I think it's MyCutSearch. They just changed their name. You can go to this site right here, and you can type in anything you're looking for. If you're using Cricut cartridges, you can type in trees, and those lovely people will tell you every Cricut cartridge that they know of out of all the Cricut cartridges that are out there that has a tree on it, or a house, or a fence, or a flower, whatever you're looking for. So I highly recommend that. Okay, so all I'm going to do is attach some adhesive on the bottom part. I'm not going to go crazy because I don't want that much adhesive. And I'm using 2 different color greens because of how I do this, and you'll see. With this one, I have a higher up tree in the same length, and then the middle one that's a different color green, I take it lower down. So I just take the green that I have both colors of, and I'm just going to put it where I want it. And I want it about right there. And then I'm going to take my same green. I'm sorry, guys. I forget I'm not in the camera. And I'm going to put it right there. And then I want to take this tree, and I want to go down just low enough to where the tree is actually on the paper. So I'm just going to take my ATG tape and go like that with it. Super, super easy. This is the easiest card I think I've ever made. I did not realize it was this easy. And then I'm just going to center it right there. How cute is that? I already have my forest. And then for my cloud, I'm actually going to ink the edge. My cloud is cut out at 3 inches also. It's using that same cartridge, and I'm using this cloud without the overlay with the curly things. I just have your basic cloud. And I'm going to ink it using some blue ink from Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to ink around the edges to give it a little bit of dimension. You have to play around with the sizes. Remember that, guys. Not everything is the same thing. But this is just my way of using my Cricut and everything else. Because like you know, I use it or I lose it. I'm going to use this stamp set by Jillian Designs. And it's, I think it's Have Faith. I can't remember. I love it because it's got the, like the Christian religious type things. And it's hard to find a cartridge, ink stamp set like this, so I'm loving this. But I'm going to use the one that says Count Your Blessings, since I'm keeping it. Because I am blessed beyond measures. Even though sometimes I get aggravated and I'm thinking, oh, not another one. But I can honestly say I am blessed more than I deserve. Thank the good Lord. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp it right there. It just says Count Your Blessings. I'm going to put it behind the tree like I did my last one. Like so. You don't have to do it like that, but I choose to. So I'm going to put ATG on the front. Put it right about here. And the good thing is if you put it on the clouds where you want it, like I have too much adhesive right there, you see it? If you have an adhesive remover, take that bad boy and wipe it off. See, it's gone. That's why I love it. So there is my cloud part. It says, now I'm going to do my house. Let me find my house. I just had my house. There it is. Okay, my house is cut out at 3 inches as well. And then I just used, for this one, I actually used a Tim Holtz brad that I had. But I didn't feel like digging it out. So I'm just using a diamond-y looking brad bling. It's going in my room, so I don't care. And then this one is also cut at 3 inches. I don't know if I said that. And it's also using the April Showers. But there's houses on a lot of cartridges. So again, go to that My Cut search that I'll have at the beginning. And if I don't forget, I'll put it in the description bar below. And just pull it up there. And you'll see. That is like my favorite site. I use it all the time. And if you have a Gypsy, you can do it that way. I have a Gypsy, but I don't use my Gypsy like I should. So, also, this is not a sponsored video, but this is being thrown out there because I know a lot of you guys were asking about it. The Cricut E2, the Expression 2, came out on April the 26th. I know that because that was my brother's birthday. And, oh, I just attached that halfway down. So you don't want to attach everything if you don't, you can attach everything to the base if you want. But I like it to add dimension to it to look like a actual scene. But anyway, the E2 came out. They do have them back. HSN is sold out. But Cricut.com is actually selling them right now. Ginger put it on there and I looked and saw it. Cricut.com has the Expression 2, the E2. limited anniversary edition. Once it's gone, I don't think they're going to get, I don't know this, but I don't know if they're going to get any more of those. It comes with 4 cartridges. It's you have to look, I think it's like $3.49 or something. I'm looking at getting one, but I'm not going to be able to buy one until we move, because we're, as you guys, if you don't know, we're buying a house, and we're in the final, thank the good Lord, unless something happens, we're in the final process of getting a house. We're just waiting on some stuff, but we're waiting for inspection and all that, and I don't see why anything like that would go wrong, because it's a brand new build house, never lived in. So that's what we're doing. So probably around August or September I'm going to be getting one. So you guys have asked, you're going to get a new Cricut? I am going to buy one. I wasn't, but I looked at it and I really like that one. So it's time for an upgrade. So I'm going to buy one once they, and I understand the 4 cartridges may not come out with the new ones that are coming out again. And that's okay with me. I've learned with my use it or lose it type deal, if I'm not using it, I'm getting rid of it. So it's working. Okay. Now, on this one, I got asked a lot about this cartridge. For my fence, I use Potpourri Basket Cricut cartridge. This came with my original white Cricut Expression that I bought 2-3 years ago. Is it that long ago? Wow. 08, I think it was. Or whenever the Expression first came out is when I got it. This one came with that. You can buy it on like Cricut.com and Cricut Machine and all those. I have seen them, but you don't have to go buy this, guys. If you have mini monsters, if you have, I think it's paper doll dress up, everyday paper dolls, go again to that Cricut site and type in fence. There's plenty of cartridges that have a fence. My mom was using it last night, telling me, trying to help me while I was doing this, and she named off 5 or 6 cartridges and this was my favorite. So I use this one. I cut the fence out at 1.5. Let me make sure. Yeah, 1.5. And it comes looking like this. So I cut out 2 of them. And I'm actually going to add some adhesive there. And I'm going to connect them. And that's what I did on my other one. So you can't really tell. So just add some adhesive on the ends. Again, I apologize for this long video, but I was asked to make it. So, if you don't like to hear me talk, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I was going to tell you about the E2, because I've been asked about that. You can buy them on eBay, but they're quite pricey. But I couldn't buy one on the first go around. Because like I said, buying a house I have my priorities actually in line. I'm not saying you don't if you bought one, so don't think that. But I have a family, and as much as I want, my needs are more important than my wants. I have enough crafting stuff. There's nothing wrong with the Cricut I have. I want the new one, but I want a house more than anything. So, and if that offends you, I'm sorry. That is not directed at anybody. So if you hear that and you're thinking, oh, she's talking about me. I don't know who bought it. I know a few people that bought it because you've told me, but. And I probably put one too many on there. Nope. So I'm going to go ahead and I only put pop dots on every other post. It's a really cool looking machine. You can use your, Imagine cartridges in it. It will not print, but it will cut. And I don't want the printing thing. That's why I never bought the Imagine. That's just, I hate printing on my computer. So I'm sure not going to buy no Cricut that does it. But that's just me. I'm not saying if you have it, you're a bad person. Everybody likes different things. And I'm not one that likes that. So, okay. And then what I'm going to do is it's hanging off. So I'm going to take my handy dandy scissors here. And just cut it off like that. I'm going to take these flowers from Recollections that I think I received these in Iraq, or my husband bought them as a gift. I don't remember which one. And I'm just cutting them off. Let's see what it would look like if I'm doing this different than I did my other one. So like I said, this one's mine. Nobody's getting it. Okay, I'm going to take some glue dots before I forget. And these are actually glue dots. They're not Zots. Me and Zots have a hate-hate relationship. Me and glue dots are fixing to have one because I don't ever have an issue with glue dots, but just as soon as I tell you guys that. And then I put one up there. And then I put one right here. Just something to kind of break it up. Whoop, not that low. And then I put one right there. So you got those. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually do mine like that. So I'm going to put a bigger, another pop dot on here. And then I'm just going to slide my I keep the stem on there. I can't get it off. There we go. And I just slide my stem down behind my post. And then I'm going to put one till I can find another one. Just going to put it out here in the lonely middle. Like that. Just to kind of, and I'll put another one there if I can find it. So, you guys saw how super simple that was. Let me see if that's the one I just made, because you guys saw me front to beginning to end. And here's the one I made the other day. So see, you can change things. Like I changed the thanks for your service to count your blessings. I changed the tree colors some because I didn't have the same greens. I'm short on flowers, so my flowers are a little different. My knobs are different. This house is up higher than this house. These fences, the flowers are a little bigger than the others. So see, you can still, it doesn't matter how you do it. You still can do it. So see, that was super easy. So I hope that was helpful. If I forgot anything in this video, please don't hesitate to send me a message or leave a comment down below. If you make a card like this and you want to share it, please, anything you want to share, any cards, I wish you guys would do it more often. Go to my my Facebook fan page, Logan's Crafty Mama, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description bar below. And on the wall, you can post a picture, and post a picture of what you make, because I like to see everybody's creation. So far, I think my mom's the only one that, besides me, that posts pictures on there of cards I made. And I think I gave you all the sizes and everything, but if I didn't and you're missing something, just let me know, and I will try to respond to you quickly as possible. And if I get asked tons of times, I'll probably just make a video on it. It's just easier that way. Alright guys, have a great day. Have a great Mother's Day if you're a mother, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.